Okay. All right. I think we're in focus. And if we're not, then I don't know what to tell you. How do I introduce myself? I don't know. This is Lost with Luca. I'm lost in thought. Basically, what this channel is kind of a compilation of all my travels. I do find myself more intrigued in going to the countries that pretty much no one really goes to, or very few people go to. So I figured I might as well show everyone and film all my situations that I get into. That's hence why it's called Lost with Luca, because most of the time I usually don't know what's happening. I just let the vibes go, and I find myself in these situations and see where it goes. But anyways, so a little background about me. I am 26 years old. I live in Chicago, Illinois, and I work for a major US airline. And with that, luckily, I get these benefits where I'm able to fly standby. So what that means is if there's an open seat on a plane, I'm able to get that last seat. Now, if there's no open seats on that plane, then I do not get that seat. Basically, when I travel, it's a little bit interesting because I don't really have an itinerary of how I get there. I just try and see which flights are empty, do certain connections, and that's how I find myself to the destination, essentially. So I'm big into standby travel. I travel to a lot of countries that no one really knows to. That's basically like what I do. Also, the funny thing is I filmed an intro before, but this was before the trip even began. This is actually after the whole trip. I'm literally like talking to you guys 2 weeks after the trip ended. For multiple reasons. Number one, the intro video I took was really awkward. I mean, this is also kind of awkward, not gonna lie, but that one was extremely awkward. I was like stumbling on every single word you can think of, and I was literally like editing it right now. I was trying to edit that video and I was like, wow, like, no, I need to redo that. It wasn't good. But anyways, that's enough about me. I'm gonna shut up a little bit. The video does start off with me pretty much in Florida, like prepping for the trip and packing and doing all this stuff. The night before I was supposed to travel, I actually also like went out with my friends, Alexandra and Sasha. Shout out to you guys. And I went to a Rufus Du Sol concert. So you'll see a little bit of some clips of that because, I don't know, it was like a little pre-game to the whole trip. Why not? Again, pardon for any awkwardness from the first few clips. Those were my first clips I've ever taken of myself, by myself. So just cut me some slack. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and let's get on with the video. All right, let's get this thing going. Just finishing packing. I honestly am only bringing 2 bags, so this is gonna be interesting. Will we have enough space or not? We will find out. We really will find out. I'm thinking we're not. We're gonna have to get a little creative, but I don't know. We'll see. I can only really bring one carry-on bag in the backpack, so it will fit. I'll make sure of it. But yeah, today is the day we pack for Central Asia. So excited. I've always wanted to go to this region. I think it's gonna be a really good time, so stick around. So the plan for now is to fly from Tampa, where I currently am right now, to Boston. So I'm gonna try and fly JetBlue up to Boston. And then from Boston, I'm gonna try to fly to Munich on Lufthansa. They're flying an A380, which is like a double-decker plane. So for all of you plane nerds, this is really cool. Or maybe it's not that cool, I don't know. I think it's cool. I've never flown on a double-decker plane before, so that'll be kind of interesting. So we'll head on to Munich, hopefully. And then from Munich, fly Lufthansa to Warsaw. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meet up with my brother, Marco. So he's gonna fly from Belgrade to Warsaw. He currently lives in Serbia right now. And we'll meet up on May 3rd because we fly out May 2nd tomorrow, but we're gonna get there May 3rd. So we'll meet up May 3rd in Warsaw, spend the night, check out the town. And then the next day on May 4th, we have an overnight flight on Polish Airlines from Warsaw to Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan. And that's where our journey begins. Now, will this itinerary work? I don't know. we might not get on any of these flights, and we'll have to get a little creative. I have other backups. I might fly to Frankfurt through Houston, or maybe Frankfurt through Chicago. I even looked at New York. Let's see if we make it. All right, guys, so doing some last minute planning here. We're trying to secure a rental car on the 15th of May. So on the 14th, we're gonna fly from Tajikistan to Kazakhstan, and then we'll spend some time in Almaty, and then the next day we have a full day. We wanna take the opportunity to try to go to Kyrgyzstan, because there wouldn't really be any other way for us to squeeze in Kyrgyzstan in our itinerary. So we're trying to see if we can rent a car from Almaty, go into Kyrgyzstan, and go to this lake called, I'm gonna show you guys on the map, Issyk Kul. But yeah, our goal is to drive from Almaty to this lake. I don't think this is a border crossing. I think we'd have to go, yeah, I think we have to go like all the way around like this, which is like crazy. Apparently it is the second largest salt lake in the world. So I think the Caspian Sea is number 1. And then this one's the second one. So that'll be pretty cool to see. And it'll be a good opportunity to see Kyrgyzstan. And then we have some options for rental cars. We have like a blue Renault Duster, a silver Duster, and then a Chevy Niva. I've driven a Renault Duster before. Not the best experience. So Marco and I rented this car in Armenia, and we broke down with it. And I don't think it has like the best acceleration either. So we will go for this Chevy Niva. I've actually looked up some pictures of it. It looks pretty sick. I thought for a second it was a Lada Niva because those are like the old Soviet cars. I don't think it is. Maybe this is like a rebrand of the Lada Niva, this Chevy Niva. But I don't know, it looks pretty cool. This is like the Niva that I thought it was gonna be, like the old Soviet ones, but I think it's probably gonna be something like this. It looks pretty sick though. I don't know, I kind of like it. So yeah, let's see if we can secure this rental, or if not, we'll just walk across. What's up, guys? So I got my standby ticket tomorrow morning for Boston. So I'll fly probably JetBlue from Tampa to Boston. Didn't get a seat yet. I'll probably get it at the airport, but it looks open enough. There's like 21 open seats, and I don't think the standby list is that long, so I feel like that should be good. And then I also got my standby ticket from Boston to Frankfurt. So I know I said I was gonna probably do Boston to Munich on A380, but there is a 747 to Frankfurt, and I listed for that, and I was able to get pre-cleared for business on check-in, which I feel like in the standby world is very rare to get pre-cleared for a seat 24 hours in advance, but it's really cool because 747s are like, I don't know, I don't want to geek out too much on airplanes. I feel like my friends geek out more than I do in general, but I definitely have my moments. I was able to get pre-cleared for a business class seat on upper deck, which is so cool. Like, I'm so pumped for that. It's like the coolest shit ever, honestly. But yeah, so I think we're good to go pretty much. And then I'll get my standby ticket from Frankfurt to Warsaw tomorrow, because there's not really a lot of urgency for that. But yeah, things are looking good so far, but anything can change. So far so good. Also, I do want to apologize if the angles are weird. I'm still trying to get used to this, honestly. Like, well, vlogging in general, like I've never vlogged before. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing sometimes, but I feel like this is good. I don't know, maybe this is too high. Maybe this is okay. I don't know, I'm getting used to it. Also, low-key, the stick is kind of heavy. I don't know if I can like hold it for that long. Like, I'm literally holding it with 2 hands right now. It's building up my strength, that's for sure. So, if anything. Wait, actually, I think this is a better angle. There we go. my god. Oh my god. I definitely need to wake up soon. So I stayed up longer than I thought. Sorry I don't sound like coherent at all. I'll see you guys in 3 hours and we're off to Boston. Lego.